So I wired the money to the account, and when I wired it to the account, I went straight to the bank. I go to the bank myself to make sure shit get done. Because the thing is that I can't make all the money unless somebody else do all the dictating and do all the controlling.
Yeah. What you mean it's no transfer of ownership on these properties? Champ on the internet talking about he spent $402 million on these properties. I'm hoping this is not somebody just caught Floyd Mayweather slipping. He said he owned them properties with no part.
Floyd Mayweather has responded to rumors about a $42 million real estate deal and claims that he may be going bankrupt after falling for a possible scam. He insists he owns 62 buildings outright with no partners, saying he spent his own money and no one else is involved, but sources say otherwise. Property records don't support his claims, sparking doubts and raising concerns that Mayweather may have been misled.
Yes, Floyd Mayweather has reportedly acquired 62 buildings in Upper Manhattan, spending approximately $402 million. This substantial investment was made through his real estate firm, Vada Properties, and is intended to expand his portfolio in New York City real estate market. Mayweather has expressed that this purchase holds significant personal meaning, reflecting his humble beginnings and desire to provide affordable housing options. He stated, growing up, I used to dream about owning just one home by myself. When you work hard, you can achieve anything. However, it's important to note that while Mayweather has announced this acquisition, some reports suggest that property records do not yet confirm a transfer of ownership. Experts speculate that he may have acquired a minority stake with options for future expansion rather than full ownership of all 62 buildings outright. In summary, Floyd Mayweather has publicly claimed to purchase 62 buildings in Upper Manhattan for $402 million, aiming to enhance affordable housing in the area. While these claims have been widely reported, the exact details and confirmation of ownership are still subject to verification. So even ChatGPT is saying, like, that's not official. Whether Mayweather is saying it or not, ChatGPT is saying it's not official. That deal has not gone through.
Floyd Mayweather is known not just for his unmatched boxing skills, but also for flaunting his wealth in public in interviews and appearances. He often shows off his luxurious lifestyle, including private jet travel with his family. These displays are bold and unapologetic, positioning him as a symbol of financial success. He credits his fortune to hard work and smart business moves, constantly reinforcing his image of financial independence. One of his most eye-catching claims is that he made $350 million in a single night. While impressive, that claim has sparked skepticism, especially from others in the sports world.
You want me to show you right now? Call AJ. My sister, she gonna call my pilot right now.
So you just call your pilot and he just come where? It's like an Uber?
I'm gonna show you. AJ.
Hey, what's up?
So yesterday you guys flew over to Vegas to pick my daughter and mother up and my daughter and my grandson up, right?
That's correct, yep.
I got tickets for you guys to go to the Super Bowl tomorrow, but I got Dan, he's gonna go. So I need you to fly over there because you gotta pick a couple people up. You gotta pick some people up for me in Vegas. Is that okay?
Yeah, of course, yeah. Yeah, we're ready to go.
Okay, so let me know. Head over to Clay Lacey and go over to Vegas. So let me know what time you're gonna land so I can send him over there, and then Dan can get on a plane also. Okay?
Okay, so it'll be. I mean, we're sitting here wrapping up dinner now. So we got about an hour to play. I'd say have him at the airport about 10:45 or so.
Yeah, I'm done.
Chael Sonnen, former MMA fighter and commentator, argues that Mayweather's biggest payday was closer to $60 million, not the $350 million Floyd boasts about. IN204. Mayweather's constant boasting about his money might seem like harmless self-promotion, but it raises deeper questions. Why does he feel the need to exaggerate? His brand is built around the idea of being financially untouchable, always pushing the image that his wealth has no limits. But when people like Sonnen question those claims, it forces us to ask whether Mayweather is more focused on how wealthy he looks rather than how wealthy he actually is.
How much money could you reasonably walk out of this fight with?
350 million.
$350 million.
Yes.
Wow. I know you love money, right? I mean,
it's cool. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool.
What do you do with all this money?
And, cash is king.
Do you have an ATM card?
I'm the human ATM.
Mayweather has openly said that his main goal was never to be the greatest boxer, but to make money. His famous motto, "Nothing in this world is for free," reflects his drive for financial gain. This obsession with money often overshadows his boxing legacy, leading some to wonder if he values dollars more than greatness.
First off, he's never gotten $100 million for a fight. There's reports that he was the highest paid athlete over Christian Ronaldo.
You think it's bullshit?
I know it is.
So if you had to guess, what do you think's the most Floyd ever made in a fight?
Oh, I think that he's probably made about 60 million before in one night. But no, there's 100 million, 130 million. They just didn't have. I know that Floyd is still getting in there as recently as this weekend because he needed the money.
Do you think he blew through all of his money?
I'm claiming for you, he in his whole career has made about 100 million. People think he made 130 in a night. I'm sharing with you he didn't. No boxer's ever made 130 million in one night.
Mayweather's pursuit of wealth isn't just for himself. He often talks about building generational wealth. He wants to make sure his children and grandchildren benefit from his earnings. While that goal is admirable, critics argue that his extreme focus on money may come at the cost of more meaningful pursuits.
Why has it always come to money?
Why not? I mean, everything you got on costs money. Everything you do costs money. You can't take your wife on a date for free.
Is that how you measure your success?
No. Me, I'm loyal and honest. And I'm a good person. And I call a spade a spade. Money don't make me, I make money. And without money, I'd be the same person. I fought so many fights for free.
You're getting emotional now.
No, not at all. No, I'm thinking. I'm always thinking. How can I get better? How can our company grow? How can I continue to teach people around me how to fish? And I don't want to fish for them.
Floyd Mayweather, after the Aaron Chambers fight, went to Monaco and put 11 million on black. 50 million on black.
Everyone earns their own money. You do what you want with your money. Right?
Yeah.
But to an extent, I don't respect it because you're someone that's in such a seat of influence. Especially when we were younger. We used to
look up to Floyd.
And what's he teaching the guys growing up? Well, spunk your money on
dumb shit.
Work so hard to get it and then throw it away in the casino. Like, come on, man.
That's the thing. It's like that lifestyle. Floyd is not. Why do you think he'd come back doing exhibitions and that, bro?
Sure.
Probably, I don't think Floyd. Don't get me wrong.
I think his level of broke is our level of rich.
In his chase for cash, Mayweather has taken part in questionable promotions, like endorsing a cryptocurrency scam. Despite already being wealthy, he reportedly accepted millions to promote a shady venture without doing proper research. This raises concerns about whether he puts money above integrity.
I believe in building generational wealth. Even like when my children, all four of my children are adults. And I told them, no more handouts. Because I feel like I'm hurting my children just by, I give them money, they go shopping, they put gas in their car, they party, they come back, I need money. I give them money, I buy them houses, I buy them cars. I told them, listen, if you guys go to school or you work in one of my businesses, then you can branch off, get your own business, and I'll put the money up to help you start a business, but I need you guys to take what I've already started and triple and double that, and then I need my grandchildren to come behind you guys and do the same thing.
Mayweather is known for showing off his riches, from his mansions to luxury cars and expensive watches. He even brags about tipping his private pilots thousands of dollars per flight. These extravagant acts are part of his brand, reinforcing the idea that his fortune is endless.
At one point, you were getting celebrity endorsements. One was DJ Khaled, hilarious, and Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
And he posted on his Instagram him taking this what do you call it? The Centra card?
Centra card.
The Centra cards. And going and purchasing something with his Bitcoin at a store.
Yeah.
He did that knowing that it didn't work.
Floyd Mayweather doesn't know anything that's going on, really. So, like,
we all know that.
Yeah.
The guy can't read,
Yeah.
How much did you guys pay him?
Like $1 million.
He took that knowing or not caring if it worked?
It was just knowing, not knowing, right? Like, they didn't care. He does a million promotions like that. It was basically, you speak to his manager. Yeah. He's like, this is Floyd's price. You send the money over. Yeah. The manager makes his little cut from it. Mm-hmm. And he just says, what do you want me to say? And what do you want me to do?
Okay.
Right. And you just basically give him his script and he just does it.
Even after retiring, Mayweather continues to make millions through exhibition. Fights these non-competitive matches, especially ones against internet personalities like Logan Paul, have become a major income source. But critics argue they're all about the money, not the sport, tarnishing his boxing legacy.
Everybody that got their own jet, you always got to tip your pilots no matter what.
I don't care if it's a couple hundred, couple thousand, you gotta tip your pilots. Now today, I gotta tip my pilots 1,000 a piece because it was kind of rough.
Logan Paul, who fought Mayweather in an exhibition match, called him out for taking fights. Just to make money, Paul's comments reflect the growing belief that Mayweather's post-retirement career is more about profit than competition.
It was crazy that everybody keep asking me, why you not coming back to fight? Why you not coming back to fight? So I look at the fight game. I said, okay. I said, fighters fighting, they make 3 million, 4 million, 6 million, 7 million. Some may make 10 or 20 million. But I'm doing exhibitions and I'm making 20, 25 million, 100 million for exhibitions. So why would I come back and fight and get a guaranteed 35 million when I'm doing exhibitions and getting 100 million?
Chael Sonnen suggested that Mayweather's real issue isn't earning money, it's spending it. He believes Mayweather has burned through most of his wealth and now uses exhibition fights to maintain his lavish lifestyle.
To late 40s now, still fighting these random people in random places for 5 million here, 10 million there.
No, he's just a big spender. You can't spend like that, Like,
this guy has a lot of chains.
So many chains, bro. That's, chains, that's a depreciating asset. Get yourself something that'll hold value.
Yeah.
Go buy some real estate, brother. Buy an original. We'd love to have you in the Dow.
What?
Invest in Prime, huh? Do something smart with your money, Floyd.
Snoop Dogg, who's been associated with Mayweather, pointed out the difference between being rich and being wealthy. He implied that true wealth is about sustaining prosperity over time, not just showing it off.
No, Floyd's not going to do MMA, but he is going to box again. He's enjoying this attention. It's been very smart what he did. I think it surprised him. I think he was just going out to have a little bit of fun. I don't think he realized he could get 4 and 5 weeks of headlines out of this, but he does need to box again, for sure. I mean, you call it breaking news, but I will tell you unequivocally right now, Floyd Mayweather does and is planning to box one more time.
And the motivation behind getting into a ring again to box when he said he's retired, why? Why do it?
Floyd's broke. You got to understand, the only thing more embellished than Floyd Mayweather's pay-per-view numbers is Floyd Mayweather's net worth, and he made a lot of money. But remember this, it does not matter what you made, it matters what you kept, and he is a dum-dum.
So anyone, Floyd's made $1 billion. Floyd has gotten $300 million for Pacquiao, $300 million for McGregor. That might be true, but that money does not exist anymore. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, so Mike Tyson, he did real well too. Evander Holyfield, again, it's not what you made. And don't forget, boxing and MMA math, whatever that number is, you get 30% of. So 30% of $1 billion, he still did really well, but not when you're spending money like that. I mean, that's just the way it works. We've seen a progression of these guys, one after the next, that all end up the same way. And that's broke, and they're just not smart with their money. And, I mean, that's all it comes down to. I'm not even trying to bag on Floyd. Look, he's just not a very bright guy. He's surrounded with even less bright guys. This is the way it works when you're a boxer and you go spend that kind of money. If you ever buy things that cost money to own, you're going to be broke.
Chris Eubank Sr. criticized Mayweather's claim of being the best fighter ever. He argued that just because Floyd is the highest paid boxer doesn't mean he's the greatest. His comments highlight the ongoing debate between financial success and legacy in the ring.
In sports and everything in general, I'm watching you. It's like you bigger than the NFL franchise.
Every time I got around my billionaire buddies, I was more like, it's cool to come over your house, but I need a house like this. It's cool to ride on your yacht, but I need a yacht like this. It's cool to ride on your jet, but I want a jet like this. And I said, no, I don't want to ride on yours. You show me how to get it. You can't be my friend if you can't show me how to get it. Once they show me how to get it, then I can install it in my children.
It's a bloodline thing.
Yes, it's about wealth. I'm no longer rich, I'm wealthy.
Logan Paul also accused Mayweather of not paying him the agreed-upon $3 million for their exhibition fight. This controversy, along with other signs of financial instability, raises questions about how solid Mayweather's finances really are. His attempts to downplay the situation only added fuel to the speculation.
Floyd Mayweather Jr., he says he's the best ever. Has anyone accounted for this observation? I've never seen him lose. You only know a man in how he accepts defeat. So I can't score him But certainly, the fact that my own child chose him to be a role model over me, the dad, the gentleman. Yeah. He's a playboy. Because that's what he represents. He has clubs, or he had clubs, and he shows bling. Well, this is how I'm living. I wear a dress. And for a bit of humor, I wear a bear.
When asked about Logan Paul's payment, Floyd brushed it off during an interview on the Pivot podcast. He claimed it was just a delay and not a serious issue.
Floyd Mayweather is bankrupt. At least that's what Logan Paul thinks. Logan hopped on the walkway to Fight Club show, and when he was asked about being paid, he was nothing short of honest.
It's unfortunate because, you know, same Floyd Money Mayweather. Surely I was going to get my check fairly quickly, right? And that didn't happen, so I'm sure it'll come eventually, right? I realized, okay, I'm being strung along. This is a classic, hey, buddy, you're the new guy in this industry. We're going to puppeteer you however we want. Hop on for the ride and shut up. Instead of shutting up, I make fun of him on social media and let everyone know that he doesn't have any money. I kind of joke and I'm facetious and I point the finger at Floyd. Well, I don't know if it's his fault. Maybe a little bit, but something tells me Floyd doesn't control where the money goes. Or maybe he does. I don't know, and I don't really care. I just want my money.
Joe Rogan pointed out that Mayweather is one of the few athletes who openly flaunts his wealth. But with rising rumors of financial trouble, that same flashy lifestyle now seems like a desperate act to maintain his image.
Logan Paul, he said you owe him some bread. How you feel about someone making those type of accusations?
That comes with the territory.
Right.
And you got to realize, when you used to getting, to them, that's real money. And I like YouTube because I don't mind getting a YouTube check.
Shit, we getting a YouTube check.
Right.
This is going to be a big YouTube check.
Yeah, so, the money is not coming fast enough. That's why, when they say money on the back end, as far as pay-per-view, it take a while, And he shouldn't trip. If he feel like he done great numbers and we done record-breaking numbers, then I understand. Nothing comes right away. Just like I'm still collecting checks from fights 7 to 8 years ago. I'm still collecting checks. Why? Because I made smart moves and I'm my own boss. So they hate when the tables turn.
Right.
Look how many years they've been owing us money. But we don't never trip. So now when the tables turn, they say, oh, you owe us something. Be happy with the biggest payday you ever got in your life.
Flashing money, $1 million watches, a fleet of super expensive cars, and still everybody up.
He does.
He's the only guy. The thing about Floyd is he never lost his discipline.
I don't think he was doing drugs or drinking. He kept his...
Floyd would famously run home from the nightclub. So he would go out in Vegas. He'd be partying. It looked like he's partying. He's drinking water. And then he would have his driver drive, and with his pants on, jeans on, he would jog home. And the dude was always training, never got out of shape.
Dude, the jog home in jeans isn't the torture. The torture is sitting around a bunch of drunk people drinking water in a club. I jog home all night.
The truth is, no one else has done it like Floyd Mayweather. He's the only guy who could flash cash, wear $1 million watches, and roll in a fleet of exotic cars. While dominating his sport, people say the reason he's lasted is discipline. He never drank or did drugs. He would go to Vegas clubs drinking water all night and then jog home in jeans. The real pain wasn't the jog, it was being the only sober one in the room. And that's it for today's video. Stay tuned for the next one.